If you've ever woken up from a vivid dream wondering what it meant, here's what neuroscience says is actually happening in your sleeping brain. Dreams aren't random noise. They're your subconscious processing emotions, memories, and unresolved conflicts using a language of symbols and metaphors that most people never learn to decode. In the next minutes, I'll show you what your most common dreams really mean, why your brain creates them, and how to finally understand the messages your subconscious is trying to send you every single night. During REM sleep, which happens roughly 90 minutes after you fall asleep, something extraordinary occurs in your brain. Your prefrontal cortex, the logical reasoning center, goes almost completely offline. Meanwhile, your amygdala and hippocampus, the emotional and memory centers, become hyperactive. This is why dreams feel emotionally intense but logically nonsensical. Your brain is processing emotions and memories without the filter of logic. Studies using fMRI scans show that during REM sleep, your brain is just as active as when you're awake, sometimes even more active. It's consolidating memories, processing emotions from the day, and rehearsing responses to potential threats. But here's what most people miss. Your subconscious doesn't communicate in literal language. It uses symbols, metaphors, and emotional scenarios. Think of dreams as compressed data files from your inner world. A single dream symbol can represent multiple emotions, memories, or conflicts all at once. So let's decode the most common dreams and what neuroscience says they actually represent. First, falling dreams. If you've ever jolted awake feeling like you're falling, your brain is signaling loss of control in your waking life. Research shows falling dreams spike during periods of high stress, major life transitions, or when you feel overwhelmed by responsibilities you can't manage. It's not predicting failure. It's your amygdala processing anxiety about situations where you feel powerless. Second, being chased. This is one of the most universal dreams across all cultures and time periods. Neuroscientists believe chase dreams represent avoidance. There's something in your waking life you're running from, whether that's a difficult conversation, an unresolved conflict, or an emotion you don't want to face. The key detail is who or what is chasing you. A faceless figure often represents generalized anxiety. A specific person represents an actual conflict you're avoiding with them. Third, showing up naked or unprepared. These dreams typically happen before high-pressure situations like presentations, exams, or important meetings. Your subconscious is processing vulnerability and fear of judgment. It's rehearsing worst-case scenarios so your waking mind can prepare emotionally. Interestingly, studies show that people who have these dreams before big events often perform better because their brain has already processed the anxiety. Fourth, teeth falling out. This is one of the most disturbing common dreams, and it typically represents communication issues or loss of power. Teeth are associated with how we present ourselves and communicate. Dreams about losing teeth often occur during periods when you feel unheard, misunderstood, or powerless in conversations. Some researchers also link it to transitions and aging anxiety, as teeth are permanent once lost. Fifth, flying dreams. Unlike the previous four, this one's usually positive. Flying represents freedom, escape from limitations, or a sense of control. When you're going through a period of personal growth, or breaking free from something that held you back, flying dreams become more frequent. The key is how the flying feels. Effortless flying suggests confidence. Struggling to stay airborne suggests you're working hard to maintain control in waking life. Now, here's how to interpret your specific dreams, because dream dictionaries that give you rigid definitions don't work. The meaning of a symbol is personal to you based on your life experiences and emotional associations. Step 1. Keep a dream journal. The moment you wake up, before checking your phone or moving, write down everything you remember. Dreams fade within 5 to 10 minutes of waking because the neurochemicals that support memory encoding during REM sleep dissipate quickly. Step 2. Identify the emotion, not just the plot. Dreams aren't about the literal events. They're about how those events made you feel. Ask yourself, what was the dominant emotion in the dream? Fear, joy, frustration, sadness? That emotion is the message. The plot is just the delivery method your subconscious chose. Step 3. Look for patterns. If you have recurring dreams or recurring themes, your subconscious is repeatedly trying to get your attention about something unresolved. A dream that repeats is like an email your subconscious keeps resending because you haven't addressed the issue in waking life. Step 4. Ask what in your current life matches the dream's emotional tone. If you dreamed about being chased and felt terrified, what in your waking life is making you feel that same fear and avoidance? The connection is usually obvious once you stop thinking literally and start thinking emotionally. Step 5. Talk to your dreams before sleep. This sounds strange, but research on lucid dreaming shows that setting an intention before sleep actually influences dream content. Before bed, ask yourself a question you want insight on. Your subconscious will often provide symbolic answers through dreams at night. Finally, let's talk about nightmares and what to do about them. Nightmares are different from regular dreams because they trigger a fear response strong enough to wake you up. They typically occur during the second half of the night when REM sleep is longest and deepest. Neuroscience shows that chronic nightmares are often linked to unprocessed trauma or high stress levels. The amygdala becomes hyperactive, repeatedly processing the same threatening scenarios. If you have frequent nightmares, imagery rehearsal therapy is proven to help. Before bed, rewrite the nightmare in your mind with a different, less threatening ending. Rehearse this new version several times. Over days or weeks, your brain starts to default to the rewritten version during sleep, reducing nightmare frequency by up to 70% according to clinical studies. Also, nightmares spike during periods of high stress, sleep deprivation, or after consuming alcohol or certain medications before bed. Improving sleep hygiene, reducing stress, and avoiding alcohol 3 hours before sleep significantly reduces nightmare frequency for most people. To recap, your dreams are your subconscious processing emotions, memories, and unresolved conflicts using symbols and metaphors. Common dreams like falling, being chased, or teeth falling out represent loss of control, avoidance, and communication issues respectively, but the specific meaning depends on your personal emotional associations. To decode your dreams, focus on the emotions. Keep a journal, look for patterns, and connect the emotional tone to your waking life. And if nightmares are disrupting your sleep, rewrite them before bed using imagery rehearsal therapy. Your dreams aren't random, they're personalized messages from your subconscious, offering insights that can genuinely transform your waking life if you learn to listen. If this helped you understand your dreams better, subscribe Psychology by Sergiu Popovici for more neuroscience of the mind.